This is Ron.
Yeah, hi Ron. This is Jerry Norton. How are you doing?
Jerry Norton, how can I help you?
I'm calling about your listing on Camellia Street.
Okay.
I'm an investor. Saw this just came out a few hours ago.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, what can you tell me about this property? What's going on here?
It's a 1,200 square foot traditional style wood siding frame house. It's gutted. I don't know if you see the listing, you see photos, but it's completely gutted.
Yeah.
And my seller's offering it for sale.
Okay, so just
good size corner lot.
So just a private seller. It's gutted. I see it's gutted to the studs. What's going on with the skirt? I mean, what is this thing up on? What is this thing sitting up on?
The foundation is piers.
Piers.
It's a raised foundation. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Okay, no garage.
No garage.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this as a flip, right?
Okay.
And what it would take to buy it, fix it up, and flip it. There's another flip in that neighborhood that I'm looking at a few blocks away over on Dale Street. I don't know if you know where that's at.
No.
Okay. It's 1,200, 3.2, sold for 143, and it's really nice. Wood floors, brand new kitchen, all appliances, open floor plan, like everything brand new. You know, gated entrance. Also no garage, but really well done. You know, tile, all new doors, all new trim, fenced all around, roof, siding, windows, like they're really done well. And it sold for 143.
Okay.
So I kind of think that's a good number. There's another one as well that I think is, maybe similar to that. It's a little bigger though. There's two more comps that sold for that around there, 140s. There's one up on Werner, a couple streets the other way.
Uh-huh.
It got 146, but it's 1,460, so it's a couple hundred square feet bigger.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm thinking, this thing fixed up and done right would be around a 145, 150 kind of back end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what kind of number you were thinking for a back end number.
Well, my seller is a contractor as well.
Uh-huh.
So we're not even we're not looking to buy it for the back end number. So we didn't even investigate it.
Yeah. Well, but you're looking for a cash buyer, right?
We're looking for a cash buyer or somebody with financing with a rehab loan.
Yeah, hard money loan or something. Yeah. So your buyer's an investor like me who's going to be looking at it and saying, okay, if I buy it, what can I make if I rent it or flip it or whatever? So I'm just kind of being open with you. I'm looking at it as a flip, thinking no matter whatever I do to it, if I do it right, I'll flip it for 145.
Okay.
Now, this thing's going to need, it's a roof and a complete inside, right? Because it's a gut.
Right.
What kind of number are you thinking it's going to take to fix this up? Do you have an idea? Have you thought about that with your guy or?
No, we haven't investigated that.
Yeah, so to me it's about 75. Because I've done a handful of guts like this, and 1,200 square feet, end to end, complete gut with everything. You're looking at about 75,000, maybe even a little bit more, depending on how bad they hit me with permits and inspections and stuff. But I would look to make it just like this one that sold down the street, a 3.2, all new, everything new, right? New kitchen, new granite, wood floors, trim doors, all of it. So, for this thing to work, it's like $10,000-$15,000 to put 75 into it and try to sell it and make, $30,000 on a flip. I would need to buy it for about 10 or 15,000.
Okay, well, then this property doesn't work for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying that's kind of where I'm at. Is this something that, I mean, where's the seller at? Are they looking to hold out for 80 grand?
The property is listed for $79,900. I can tell you a 10 or 15 grand offer will get rejected. He might not even sign it. But it's listed at $79,900.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand where you're at or where the seller's at with that number, because anybody who's going to have to come in and do a roof and finish the inside is going to be spending that kind of money. So then let's just say you buy it for 75 and you spend 75, you're all in for 150. I mean, maybe that makes sense for a buy and hold guy, but I don't know that they want to do that extensive of a remodel for a hold, you know. A flipper will spend the money and do the work if it makes sense, if it makes money. You know, so, you know, I mean, I'm just trying to explain to you the logic behind where I'm at on it, and then if that makes sense, I think it's worth calling up and just doing a verbal and saying, hey, I got a flipper. Here's kind of what he's thinking. It's worth 150, going to take 75. You know, where are we at? He needs to be at 10, 15 grand on this thing for it to make sense. See what he says. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they want to dump it fast.
I mean, he's going to laugh at that. I already know what he's going to do.
Yeah, well,
like this property just, I mean, no offense, but this property just doesn't work for you. That's, and it might work for you in 3 months or 6 months, but today it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand who it does work for.
The person who eventually buys it.
Yeah, but who's that? I mean, who's your target buyer right now?
The target buyer is somebody who's looking to get into this property and flip it. Okay,
so you're looking for a flipper. So you're looking for a flipper.
So let me tell you this right now.
Okay.
I can finish this house with 40 grand. I can't.
How?
I can't.
How?
I'm a licensed contractor. It's not going to cost me what it's going to cost you. I mean, you're having challenges with permits and this and that. Obviously, you're not a contractor.
I'm an investor and I hire out contractors.
Right, and contractors make profits off of you. So the property doesn't work for you. Maybe the property works for somebody like me.
So you have your own crews and you just pay labor and cost of material to do this entire rehab and pull permits.
Yes.
So you're a general contractor.
Yes.
With all your own crews.
Yes.
Yeah, but see,
there are a lot of guys out there that's doing this, looking for properties like this.
I still do not see how. I mean, I've done 1,000 flips. I do not see how you could possibly renovate this house with everything that it needs for $40,000, even if you have all your own crews. I mean, it's a gut right down to the studs. I mean, it needs roughs, starting from roughs all the way up, and a roof.
Well, look like the plumbing. The plumbing has been roughed in already. It looks like some of the plumbing has partially been roughed in. The roof. I mean, if you're thinking the roof is going to cost 8 or 10 grand, then yeah, I don't know.
5 or 6. I mean, 5 or 6 for a roof. You got to do something with that skirt around the thing. There's no. I mean, there's not even like a driveway. It's just going to be a lot. That's all.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
I understand where you are.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this probably just
not a good fit. Yep. I'll keep an eye on it though. If it's still sitting here.
Not today, right?
Yeah. Can you keep my number though? And if this thing if he starts to drop price, then I mean, I'll watch for it, but I'll let you write the offer. So.
Can you
send you my info?
Yeah, just I'm driving right now, and I know I won't. Send me a text to the same number you called, and I'll lock it in. And if something changes, I'll give you a shout. But see, you saw it. I just put it on the market a couple hours ago, so I know you're watching it. So put a word on it. If something changes,
yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to be real. If you're targeting a flipper, I don't see how it could possibly sell for anywhere near where you're listed, with it being a gut. And the comps in the neighborhood are 140 to 150. It's not going to sell for more than that no matter what you do to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. I mean, that's what the nicest remodel I can find that's over the top nice sold for 143. That's 1,200 feet.
I mean, I would
so even if you spend 40, it doesn't make sense.
Just for shits and giggles, right?
Yeah.
This house, the most expensive thing that has to go back in it would probably be I'll probably put central air and heat in it. You're gonna put laminate floors. The drywall is gonna cost what it costs. There's no lumber. The biggest cost right now in rebuilds is the lumber cost. They're through the roof right now. Drywall has been the same for the last year and a half. Insulation is nothing. The rest is interior finish.
Then you're not going to get 140. You're not going to get 140, 150 because I'm looking at 150 right now. I'm looking at 143. It's got crown. It's got wood floors. It's got a brand new door with side lights. It's got mutton bar windows. It's got a brand new kitchen with granite. It's got appliances, all new plumbing, recessed lights, right? Tile bathroom, not laminate, tile bathroom, granite in the bathroom. It's nice, and it's sold for all fenced in yard, and it's sold for 143.
The difference between you and me is the cost of installing granite, the cost of installing tile surrounds in the bathrooms. It's negligible.
I mean, I see your argument about your cost of labor. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you what I can do.
Yeah.
I know what I can do.
But if I plug in your numbers and I say, okay, I'm going to sell this thing for 145, and I'm going to spend 40.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 40, right?
Okay.
Okay. I got closing costs. I got carrying costs. How much profit do you think a flipper's going to want to make to do this project? 25, 30?
Let's just say 30.
Okay.
Say 30.
So 30, that puts me at a 55 buy if I could only spend 40 to make 30. After I pay commissions and closing fees and all of that stuff, and I sell it for 144 or 145, and I want to make 30, that puts me at 55.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's a flipper that can look at that and keep it at 40 other than you. I don't know how a flipper could possibly keep, I mean, and I got, my crews are, I mean, I pay rock bottom. I got great guys. I don't overpay. I get stuff done cheap and right, but it's still, I mean, labor, everything's up. Labor's up, everything's up. Materials are up. So I don't know. I'm not seeing it. But even at your numbers, what makes sense to me is 55 at your numbers, not 78.
Well, I mean, a 55 offer might not get laughed at.
Okay. Well, would you renovate this house for, what would you charge if I hired you to renovate this house?
Oh, I would probably charge you 80.
Okay. So you want to make double your cost when you GC?
Well, okay. So here's what happens when I GC for you.
Okay.
All the guys that I hire, hold on one second. Just hold on one second.
This guy's so full of crap. This reminds me of the Watch Me video we did where you put Dr. Strange in there running the numbers. She's like, hold on, let me run the numbers. No, I'm just sitting there like, send her my deal analyzer, you just plug it in.
Yeah.
So guys, we're on hold waiting right now, and I'm clearly wasting my time because I don't know what this guy's telling his seller or where he's coming up with 40 grand on a complete gut
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so the cost that I have, they change. It changes. I'm gonna tell you why it changes. I can't go to my warehouse and get the 2 toilets that I have from 2 jobs ago and use in this property. I have to get you new toilets. I can't use the singles that I have from the other job. I have to go to.
Ron, I understand that, but Ron, here's the thing: you're not the buyer. A flipper like me is the buyer. So you're using logic. You're using logic like
maybe a flipper like me
is the buyer you're looking for, who's got warehoused inventory and their own crews and all their own labor at cost is who you're looking to sell this to.
And they're gonna buy it and they're gonna sell it and make a profit. It's just real simple.
Okay, if that's yeah. I mean, even if you find that one rehabber like you that wants to do a complete gut, make $30,000, that has control over all the cost, warehoused inventory, can do this thing at half of what anybody else can do it. You find that buyer, even then they're going to need to buy it at 55. So I mean, you're going to sit. I'm just telling you right now. Until you drop the price, this thing's going to sit here forever.
Well, we have time.
Yeah. All right. If no one's in a hurry and you have time, sit. Maybe someone will see land value, or maybe somebody will be like you and have all those things.
Or maybe I will flip.
Maybe you'll buy it. I think you should buy it.
Maybe, But the house doesn't work for me right now. That's the long and short.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ronald, thank you for your time. I just wanted to see if we could where this thing was going and where it was at. That's really helpful. I'll keep an eye on it. Let me know if anything changes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi. Is this Jared?
This is.
Did I pronounce your name right?
Yep.
It's funny. My name is Jared, but it's Jarod.
Okay. Yep. I'm 2 R's and an A.
Yeah, that's odd. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, not too many spellings like that I've seen over the years.
No, I bet. Well, nice to meet you. I'm an investor and interested in your property here on Gillespie. So this is a pre-foreclosure. It looks like it's got an auction date scheduled. Is that right?
It is in the process of foreclosure, but we will be doing a short sale.
Okay, so this is a short sale.
Mm-hmm.
And does that have to go through the approval process still?
Yep.
Okay. What kind of time frame are you thinking then? 6 months?
Well, it's 30 days at least for review once the bank receives all the paperwork that they can actually, go through their process.
Once you have an offer.
We actually been on the contract since March. Then the buyer fell out, and that's why I came back on the market.
Oh, okay.
The seller is working on a title issue that is required for us to get approval.
Okay.
So that's why there was a delay.
And you think that's 30 days from being solved?
Well, she has an appointment this month with the Register of Wills to get what should be hopefully the title issue worked out.
Yeah.
But it's 30 days from when they get all the paperwork. So I usually always say a 60-day closing, but this one could be longer, could be shorter. It all depends because of what's going on with COVID. It's kind of slowed down a bit of the process of getting things done. So,
but are you feeling confident you can get it done before that February 2nd or 20th date? February 19th.
I'm 50-50 right now.
Yeah. Things better happen quick, right?
Yeah, it's the issue is that the city of Philadelphia does not move very quickly.
No.
So I'm 50% confident, 50% not confident.
Yeah.
That's where I stand.
Well, and you've got some interest in the property right now?
I have 4 offers right now.
Yeah, obviously cash offers, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that place isn't going to get a mortgage.
No, it's not in any condition to do that.
Yeah, and is this currently what it looks like? The pictures here on Zillow? Is that basically what it looks like right now?
No. The property had some water damage after the pictures were taken, so it's in worse shape than that.
Even worse shape, yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think it would take to fix this thing up retail? What would you spend on a rehab?
Resell it?
Yeah.
Or rent it?
No, resell.
you're at least dumping 50 grand easy into it probably.
Yeah, I budgeted 60.
I mean, again, it depends on what kind of kitchen you're putting in, obviously, upgrades, amenities, things like that, how much money you're spending on that. So,
and then what
the area can go over the 200 mark, so
I was looking at
how well you do it.
Yeah, I was looking at a 185 back end number just because there's a couple comps like on the street and street over that are hitting kind of the 180, 185 number.
Right.
But you think it could push 200 if it was done right?
There's houses around there that have. I'm talking like that's top end of the market. So obviously
pushing it.
80, 85, 190 would be more like
realistic.
Good, not great, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too. I'm seeing a couple 200s, but you'd be pushing it for sure. You'd be pushing it. Probably realistically,
with
though.
The limited inventory on the market, the low rates of the mortgages, that's why a lot of people, sellers are able to get it if their house is, quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually bump my number a bit here to 190 because you're right. There's some 200s and some 190s, and there's no way around like redoing everything, so it would look like a brand new house.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So if you did it, if you did, let me just run my numbers real quickly here. So if you go with a 190, back end, and I do think though a 60 budget's probably realistic, or so. You know what I mean? Like, I could probably get there near asking price. I mean, I kind of want to be like in the high 60s, 70 to make it work.
I'll tell you right now, you'd be wasting your time at that number. If you're not willing to do asking price, and we're going to do highest and best, you're going to be behind the game. So
okay, that was my next question. But will list price get it done?
Whoever,
by the way,
spends the most amount of money is
well,
get it.
Let me tell you this. I forgot to mention, I am unrepresented, so I let you write the offer for me.
3 of the 4 offers are mine.
Okay.
So understand where you're coming from. I've been in the game a long time. But it's going to come down to who spends the most money. And those who feel most comfortable at their number, and those people who are not going to be comfortable with a certain number, and that's fine.
Are those other guys doing?
It is what it is.
Are those other guys looking at it as a flip or a hold?
I do not know.
Okay. Because the hold guys always beat me because they can spend less and keep it.
Sure.
Hate those guys.
Some do. There is in that area a heavy Asian influence, in which I'm getting a lot of inquiries about as well. Which a lot of them can be primary owners because they're like live in that area.
And they'll do it. They'll be the do-it-yourselfers, which they'll spend nothing, just because they want a deal and get in.
A lot of times they can be, as a primary owner, they're even better than a holder, obviously, because they're going to live in it. So they'd be willing to spend more money because they'll get the equity over time, and they obviously get cheaper to fix it up. Then obviously they're in the best position possible. But no, at this point, Friday at 5 o'clock has been called for highest and best. We'll collect everything until then. And then once 5 o'clock comes, it'll be done. We'll take a look at all the offers, present them to the seller, and then the seller will then choose, their best offer, which typically will probably be the highest one.
Gotcha. Well, let me ask you this. Would you be willing to let me know where I would need to be to win? And then if I can make that number work, I'll let you write that number?
I can give you the most professional answer I can to that. And that would be my answer. You know what I mean? Like I said, I do represent other people. So, it wouldn't be fair if I gave them your number or I gave them your number. You know what I mean? So it's really, when it comes down to this many offers, the fairest thing to do for everybody is it is what you think is the most comfortable number for you.
Fair enough.
And I've done this a million times. There's some investors that are stuck on their number. There's some that really want a property and they're willing to spend more. Everybody's different. Everybody has different contractors, different profit margins, all that stuff. And
you're right.
The buyer's money to spend, and I don't choose how they spend it. I just say this is what it is. You know what I mean? So,
I'm very much one of those guys that sticks pretty tight to the formula. To me, there's always another deal, and why? If you can't do a deal at your number that makes money, then don't do it.
Understand.
Yeah. But just so I understand, Friday at 5, so that would be tomorrow at 5 is when the seller's going to make a decision on whatever offers you have in front of them. And more than likely you're thinking it's a highest and best, or is it already highest and best? Like, is that the...
No, it'll be everybody's highest and best is due by 5 tomorrow.
Okay, so there's no counter in and all that.
Any other offers?
Yeah. So bring your best. So basically, bring your best number, and you'll know if you get it or not by 5.
Bring your best number. They'll due by 5. If something will be collected. Then they have to be presented to the seller. Then the seller will choose. Yeah. So after 5 o'clock tomorrow, probably sometime either later Friday or early Saturday. You know, when I get a hold of the seller, how quickly they respond, obviously.
Sure.
Then we will have, I'll be able to reach out to the person who's been accepted, and obviously reach out to the people that were not, to let everybody know.
Yep, makes sense. And you're thinking though, right now, you need to at least come in at ask price to even be considered at the table.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, anything less than ask price is not in the ballgame. So.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
All right.
Well, then let me sharpen my pencil, see what I can do, if I can come up over that 75 number at all, and then I'll get back in touch with you if I can.
Sounds great.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Jared.
Take care.
Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, you called or texted about Marcy Place.
Yeah. I see it's been a couple weeks on the market. I'm an investor looking at it for a flip. And just taking a look at this. I've been looking at some comps in the neighborhood. I've been doing flipping for a while. I'm not from this area, but I'm looking at this as an opportunity to flip.
Right.
What's the story here? It's vacant?
It is vacant.
Okay.
It's an estate. It's actually today, it's just come back on the market. We had it on the market and sold it quickly, although we ran into estate problems that took a couple of months. We had another flipper that had put it under contract right away when it hit the market, but we couldn't get our estate worked out in time, so we killed the contract and have just been waiting to get through the court system with COVID. It took a lot longer.
What happened to that flipper? Did he move on?
He did move on. Yeah, he didn't want to hang. We held for 90 days, but it just took longer, and we couldn't give him a definitive deadline because we kept getting pushed off by the court to get into court, and so we've gotten that solved now, and so we're ready to be able to execute and finish a contract.
I see. Yeah, and I see a note in your write-up here about over 200. I've been kind of looking. There's one comp north of there a bit that did really good, but it's brick and has a couple more things going for it up on Crutchfield.
Yep.
And it's a 2-bath. It's got 2 bath, not the one. But that thing got 269. There's a new build that somebody did that got a little over 2. So I think I kind of went in at around 225 as a realistic number on a back end if you spent the right money, but you gotta spend it, you gotta put some money into this thing.
Sure. Yeah, you're gonna spend $20,000 to get it there. Roof is new. It needs to be pulled apart a little bit and made modern on it. So yeah, we expect, that's why we priced it where we did, to give somebody that room and be able to walk away with $25K in their pocket.
Yeah, this one picture where it's got some roof leak damage, or some ceiling damage, is that from the roof?
That was from the prior roof, correct.
But it's got a new roof on it.
It has a new roof on it.
How are the windows?
To be honest, I don't recall on the windows whether they've been replaced or not.
Yeah.
Be happy to meet you and show it to you.
Well, so what I like to do is see if we can get something put together. I don't really need an inspection. I kind of know my numbers and what things are. I would just need like a day to send someone to do a quick walkthrough to make sure, nothing scary is going on, foundation or whatever. But I make 100 offers a week on properties, So
I understand totally.
But let me see if I can understand the math on this thing. I mean, if this thing can get I mean, I would be spending a lot more than 20. If I look at this comp on Crutchfield, I mean, they did really all out, like backsplash, new cabinets, new counters, new doors, new floors, new bathroom tile, you know, just landscaping, staging, kind of all out on this one to get that high number. Kind of a down and dirty cosmetic kind of lipstick flip where you just go in and do carpet paint, maybe cabinets, counters. You know, that bathroom too, hit that bathroom. Yeah,
Yep,
maybe
the
20,
bathroom needs it.
maybe 20, 25. Don't, you know, like try to keep it super, super basic. Then I would be looking at like a 200 maybe. Like I think you're right, 200. It'd probably get 200 if it was done right. If you spent the money the right way. So let me see here. If I'm running my numbers, we get this thing around 200 on a back end. I'm going to put 25.
You know, the comps are there to get you to 225 in the neighborhood. I'll be happy to, you know, show you those. So that's kind of the number we were working off of based on some of the sales.
225?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that, but I would be putting my budget a little more to match this comp on Crutchfield, which would be more like, that would be more like a 40K rehab to get that, to make it match that one. Do you know which one I'm talking about? 3714. I'm not sure if you're in front of your computer.
Yeah, I'm not in front of the computer, but yeah, I know. I saw that one. I mean, that's obviously the star of the area right now.
Yeah, that thing is all out. Yeah.
But I'm sure if you're making 100 offers a week, you know the Richmond market it's on fire, and to find stuff in that, you know, low 200 range is selling like crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Let me just see here. I mean, that puts me at about 125, 130 for a number to work. Are you looking for full price, or what are you guys trying to get?
Yeah, it'll sell. I mean, we had it sold full price before. I mean, our last flipper, and that's where it'll go.
Someone put 25 in, 25 in. They're in for 175. Try to sell for 225.
Yep, that's the math. You know, you pay your commissions, your capital gains. You know, walk away with a net of 25 in your pocket. Most of the flippers and investors these days are pretty happy to walk away with those numbers.
I know. Yeah,
it's a different market. Occasionally you may get that 40K home run that we used to be able to get, but
yeah. I mean, would it be worth presenting an offer for 125 verbal, like just at least a verbal, and see where they're at?
Sure, I'll throw it out to them.
Yeah, just say you got a guy you can close quick, all cash, and just see what they say. I mean, maybe they'll entertain it or come back with something, or.
I'm happy to pitch and see what we do.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do that.
Thanks, Jerry.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good. Yourself?
Good. Hey, thanks for calling.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry I missed you there earlier.
Yeah, no worries. So, looking at this little house you got here on Thoman, yeah. What can you tell me about it?
You know, so this one here, I wanted to give you a call and kind of touch base with you. This is actually my business partner's listing. I have not seen this one a whole lot. Actually, I haven't seen this one at all. I don't know a ton of information about it. I do know that it obviously needs some work. It's an investment property for sure. So we don't have any offers on it right now. I know we've had quite a bit of traffic on it the last couple of days, especially. But for more details on the property, I can get with him and have get some of that info for you. Do all that as well. Are you in the area locally and want to take a look at it, or are you going to be out of town?
No, I'm out of town, but I don't need to see it. I do a lot of remote, sight unseen.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, that whole neighborhood's got a lot of little 2-bedroom houses like that.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's a handful of them where you don't know because of the non-disclosure,
Yeah, exactly.
But you got it priced kind of like right there where it looks like some of those little homes sell for, in similar condition.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, how well do you know that neighborhood?
Honestly, right now, I mean, if I had my computer in front of me, I could tell you a lot more about it. But I mean, truthfully, at this point, Springfield's kind of in that area where everything's growing so fast that even the areas that aren't great are becoming better, it seems like, by the second. Which is kind of crazy to think about, considering where some of those areas a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I would have never owned a house there. But, you know, we have a lot of folks coming into our area from big cities and whatnot. You know, they're just helping bring these places up a whole lot.
Yeah. Are there many retail buyers, or are these mostly just buy and hold investors that are buying these?
Both. So we have a lot of folks that are buying these and selling them, and then they're selling them to the retail buyer. We have a few. We have a few folks that are doing, you know, house hacking, and they're buying theirs and kind of live-in flippers. Yep. And those are harder to come by, obviously, just because most people are going to buy a house don't have the ability or time or know-how to do a flip. You know, but there are quite a few folks that are doing the buy, flip, and then you know, retail it out. So we're seeing a little bit of all of that happen in our area for sure. Yeah.
Well, so my deal is I'm cash, but because of that, I'm kind of aggressive. Like, I want a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it kind of has to be the right situation. It's a lot of work because I got to make a lot of offers to get that, you know, home run kind of deal.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. No,
I mean,
we work with a lot of investors on our team, so I know exactly where you're coming from for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know, it's strictly the numbers for me. I try not to get too emotional, although some people take offense or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when you make low offers, you know, but just kind of like is what it is. And if I can get a great deal, then I do it. If not, I forgot to mention too, I'm unrepresented, so I'd let you write the offer.
Okay.
Are you able to do that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they allow dual agency.
Great.
A client of ours understands that we work with a lot of clients that are either investors or, you know, house hackers and stuff. So they understand that.
I mean, it's not like there's a ton of money anyway on these little houses.
No, yeah, he's not. You know, a client selling a $40,000 house isn't going to go broke on the commissions. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got to do a lot of those to make it worth your time, I bet, right?
You know, I love my investor business because it's great relationships with these people that I work with frequently here. We've got one group of guys that we probably helped buy and sell 20 homes this year. It's a great relationship. Some of them are 10 grand and I don't love them, and some of them are, you know, 110 grand and I'm okay with it, and some of them are a little bit more than that and I really like it. Yeah. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess, on those situations.
Well, and hopefully you can create a volume type relationship or at least an ongoing repeat. I mean, I'd love to get on your list as a cash buyer investor. And
absolutely.
I mean, the perfect scenario for me is you and I have a great relationship where you call me about these things before you even list them, and, you know, maybe pocket listing and get a deal done before they even go on market.
Yeah, we actually have, I would say, I mean, we always have listings coming up. I mean, that's just how it goes for us with the investments especially. But we've got a list of folks that we shoot these out to before we send them on the market. You know, I can't say that we put them out a week early or anything like that, but, you know, we'll send them to our investors, and we try not to play favorites with that either. It's, you know, hey, I don't know your situation from day to day, whether you have the money or you put it somewhere else, and I don't know that situation for the rest of my clients either. So I'm going to send this, you know, that crazy hot listing to somebody, you know, 10 people at a time. And if you're ready to make an offer, great. If you're not, that's okay. You can be, you know, in the future. And that's kind of how we play with our folks.
Well, I'm okay. I'm okay with favorites as long as I'm the favorite. That's fine with me.
Exactly. You know, I hear that too many times to ever go ahead and pick a favorite.
Well, you know how I'll be your favorite is after we close like 5 transactions. Then I'll be your favorite.
It definitely, you know, that definitely helps strengthen numbers there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's cool. Well, I mean, honestly, for me to make this thing work, I would need to be kind of around 30 on it.
Okay.
And I'm okay if you're able, if you can do a verbal, that's fine too. Like just call the seller and say, hey, I got a cash buyer. He's at 30. You know, what do you want to do? And then we can put it in writing if he wants to entertain it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'll do. I know my business partner was mentioning that he does have a bottom dollar, and he's not anybody at all that gets emotional about properties either. So he's got a bottom dollar, and if it's less than 30, he'll take it. If not, he's not afraid to just send a, hey, I need this, and then we'll call it good type of deal.
Yeah, I'd rather shoot straight too. That's great.
Cool. Well, let me, and you know what? I never even got your name.
Oh, it's Jerry. Sorry, Jerry, yep.
Give me Jerry, and what's your last name?
Norton.
Norton, okay, perfect, Jerry. Well, awesome. Let me go talk to my business partner. And so here's one thing that's kind of nice, because we have a team. Myself and my business partner own the team, but when we get in this situation where I've got a buyer, he's got a seller, or vice versa, we try to keep it separate. So I know your number, and I if you were to say, hey, listen, I'd go to 33. I'm not going to go tell him that. I get to play that card. I like negotiating against agents. I really like negotiating against my own team. That makes it kind of fun for me. I get to tell them about my victories afterwards. So
after it closes and they look it up on public record, and then they're like,
"Yep,
dang it, Josh got me."
Oh, by the way, he would have paid this or whatever. So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll just go talk to him and say, hey, listen, I've got this guy. He's wanting to make an offer of 30. Is that going to work? And he'll shoot me straight. He'll call his guy. His guy will say, hey, listen, if he gives me X, we're good. Or, hey, yeah, 30 will do it, and just get it out of my hair type of deal. So this seller's a kind of a no BS kind of guy either. So it's kind of nice.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Well, awesome, Mr. Norton. I'll be hollering at you here shortly, and we'll get this figured out.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Miriam with the Corner Connect team.
Hi, I'm looking for Michael Rhodes.
All right, so I work with Michael Rhodes. Can I take a message?
Yeah, I'm calling about one of his listings. I think I've got a different number here. Can I try to call him on his cell?
If you have his cell phone number, yes.
Is it 877-4940?
That's the office number.
Oh.
I can take a message. Did you want information on one of the listings?
Yeah, I'm an investor. I want to make an offer, but I want to talk directly to him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm his assistant, and I can help you with that.
Okay, I'm unrepresented, but I want to make sure that I offer him to represent me as the buyer on his own listing. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Are you not a buyer's agent? You're just you're his assistant?
Yeah, I do have my license as well, but you can work with him directly if you'd like. I'll probably assist him with it. So
I see.
Okay. So did you want to make a written offer, or did you want to do verbal?
Probably just a verbal right now. I mean, I'm a little bit lower from where you're at, so from where it's listed. I'm calling about Georgetown.
Okay. I know that listing. Okay.
1108 South Georgetown. Yeah, it's listed at 179. I mean, do you know about that property? What can you tell me about it? I'm a flipper, so I'm looking at it to flip.
Yeah. So the seller's disclosures are very limited. He did purchase that wholesale, so he doesn't know much about it either. So.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can ask. Yeah, I can ask to see if they can give me the seller's disclosures, but they're going to be very limited.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this was an investor who bought it and just put it back up for sale?
Correct.
I see. Okay.
So they're trying to wholesale it. If it doesn't happen, then they're just going to flip it themselves and put it on the market.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm kind of need to be down around where they bought it, so I might not be the right buyer for it.
Okay.
Because I see they bought it a month ago for 133. So I didn't see that before. I'm looking at that now. They bought it for 133 and they put it back up for sale for 179.
Okay, did you still want to make like a verbal offer?
No, because it's lower than what they, I'm not the right buyer. It's lower than what they bought it for a month ago.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm probably not the right buyer.
Yeah.
All right, but thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day. And we do have others. Maybe another one could work out for you. What are you looking for?
Oh, just something that I can remodel and flip. So if you've got other distressed properties
And
that
you're
are,
looking all over Tucson?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I can run a search for you, and I can send you all over town, and then it's one of those.
No, because I have that. If you've got a listing that's distressed, or you have a seller that's off market, that would be great. Call me about that. I'll let you write the offer if it's your listing. But if it's an active, then I'm already on it probably.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, I understand. All right, sir. And your name was?
Jerry Norton.
Jerry Norton. All right, Jerry.
Okay.
If I have anybody who's looking, to sell something,
Yeah, I'm cash.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, cash close quickly, as is, all of that. It doesn't matter how much work it needs. I can tackle it.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, thank
you.
you.
For your call.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Brad. Can I help you?
Yeah, hi Brad. This is Jerry Norton. I just texted you. How are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm an investor calling about your listing on Chola Way. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, sure. What can I do for you?
Well, what can you tell me? What's going on with this one? I want to make an offer, but I'm kind of quite a bit lower than asking price. So I just kind of wanted to see what was going on, if there's a chance and worth making an offer. Is there something I'm not seeing maybe?
Yeah, no, if you're close, he's negotiable. We're probably closer to like the 180s-ish. But if you're going to be lower than that, like we're getting offers in the 140s, 150s, he's not even considering it. He owns it free and clear. There's a tenant in there. She's been in there for a long time. She pays $1,050 a month. The house itself is good to go, roof and all that stuff. AC's newer. The inside of the house is got some wear and tear. Some of the cabinets, counters, paint, things like that. So it's more cosmetic needs than anything else.
Yeah.
But the actual physical structure of the house is actually really nice. The house was built in 42. I want to say there was a fire in the past and they rebuilt it. So it's got like double pane windows. It shows as like a house built in the 40s, but really it's not. It was redone. So it's there's not a ton of upgrades. When you buy older houses like this, you usually got to do roof, windows, all that stuff. With this one, it's more of the cosmetic stuff on the inside.
Yeah. Now, is the play here as a flip? Like, are these other buyers that are making the low offers? Are they looking at a buy and hold?
Looking to flip it, and the guy he owns it. He's not motivated to sell. It's more of a nuisance.
Yeah.
Dealing with the small little rental than anything else. Which is why it's on the market. But there's no desperate desire to sell this place. If he gets his price, he gets his price. If not, none.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think the back end is? These other people must be thinking it's got to be 225 or something, somewhere around there, right?
You hit on the nose. The ARV after rehab value, you're like 220, 229, somewhere in there. Yeah,
I kind of was thinking conservatively 215, but there are some comps in that neighborhood hitting 225. So I could see it.
There's nothing available.
Right. So that's it. Yeah.
There's we're almost under 4,000 single family homes on market. We were at 4,023 yesterday. We haven't seen that in a long time. So there's just no inventory. So that's kind of the play.
Yeah.
Just the tenant's been in there for a long time, and she's kind of a hoarder. Between you and I, there's a lot of stuff in that house, which is why I did the digitally modified photos. It's just hard to see. Oh my God, you have no idea.
Really? I'm looking at this picture where it's like got the couches and the light. I'm like, is that the house? Because that's not what the kitchen looks like.
Yeah, no, that's definitely that's just the digitally modified.
Yeah.
Photo. Take out all the trash and stuff. So I've got those other photos in there too, to kind of give you an idea. But
yeah,
just if you are gonna flip it, getting the tenant out and all that stuff is gonna be your own challenge. Other than that.
Yeah, I am cash. I would let you write the offer for me if you're able to do that. So I'm unrepresented. But you know what? I'm kind of like where your other guys are. I'm at the 140 to 150 kind of number.
Yeah, we had 3 of them that came in yesterday. Another one that trickled in this morning, like 147.
Yeah.
I think our highest offer was like 160. And he's not going to let it go for that. He'd rather just hold on to it and get the rent if he had to. So. And those were cash.
Those were cash buyers on those other ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Vegas is hungry for deals, man. Investors are way overpaying, I think.
No, they're working on some small margins. I will say that. I had a guy call me. I'm like, what are you looking for? And he's like, 17, 20%. I'm like, dude, that was like 10 years ago. Like, realistically, what are you looking for?
Unfortunately, that's how I operate still. I want to be at 15 and
dude,
yeah.
I'm with you. I want to see. I've got a couple we've done. It's some 18% returns and stuff, but right now, these investors, they're working 4% and 6% margins. It's stupid.
I think the idea is I'm going to keep my guys busy.
That's exactly what it is.
But that's the dumbest business model ever.
Yep.
I don't know.
There's just nothing out there. But the things that are coming on market are moving right away. Even the stuff that's super overpriced, they're still, and that's the thing, it's kind of like, how much can I build in? And with it still appraising and stuff like that, I've got some of these guys that are doing mobile homes, and I'm like, oh no, now we're really pushing it. But
now we're getting desperate now. Well, Brad, I'd like to be on your list because of cash buyers that you call, because when you get stuff that you don't think will pass an inspection, I'm unrepresented, so you can still get the full commission. But call me, we'll see if we can work a deal out before it goes public, and I got to compete.
Yeah, no, please. Here, let me. Any way you can text me just your name and email address, and I'll add you to my investor list, and we'll go from there.
I'd love that. That'd be great.
Sounds fantastic. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Yep.
Okay, have a good
Talk to you
one.
soon. Bye.
Don.
Yeah. Hi, Don. This is Jerry Norton. How are you?
Hold on 1 second here. Woo, I got you now.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I know you're busy.
Yep.
But I appreciate that. I'm interested in your property here on Cherokee Road.
Okay.
I think you're right. It's priced right. But I'm a cash investor too. Would want to make a cash offer. So what can you tell me? What's going on with this one?
Seller's just ready to move on.
Okay. Is it occupied or is it vacant?
Yeah. Were you able to see it in the MLS or?
Yeah.
Seeing it? Okay. Yeah, it's occupied. It has a tenant in until July 8th.
Okay. Does the tenant stay then?
After July 8th.
Okay, but if I buy it, does the tenant leave, or are they staying until July?
The tenant is in a lease until July 8th.
Oh, okay.
I believe they would be open to leaving early with enough notice.
Enough notice? Okay. So how much notice do you think they would need?
Probably 60 days.
Okay, so with 60 days notice, the tenant would be okay to leave?
I'm getting that vibe, yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at it, and it looks like it needs a roof. Would you say so?
Probably.
Yeah, probably a roof. And other than that, though, it looks pretty clean. It needs carpet, flooring, refinish wood floors.
Yeah.
Maybe fix that garage and put a door on it, and some outside stuff. But it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a water issue. I think it's just a French drain would solve it. I'm not the best with that when it comes to it's in the basement area, but we're looking into what that is all involved, but I'm not planning to do anything to it because like I said, we've haircut it pretty good.
I mean, I love the neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood. There's some nice homes over there. I'm looking at a couple flips. I mean, I love the flip that was on Granite Hall. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah.
It got 381. I mean, the rehab's over the top on that one.
Right.
What do you think this would sell for if it were all fixed up?
Giving us a 3-1, I got market value right around 300.
Now, is there room to add another bath or a bath it kind of needs a bath and a half?
Yeah, that's the struggle with that one. It's the one bedroom really kind of puts you, which is, we add a bathroom to that, then you're 330. It's that big a jump as that little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where you would put it though. I mean, clearly you could put something in the basement, but nobody's going to go down the basement to take a leak. Let's fight. You could. Let me think about this. Hold on.
Is there any way to do like the master bedroom? Put like a little 3/4 bath in there, like a stand-up shower, toilet, sink.
Yeah, you're just gonna lose so much footprint. It's not a huge place anyway. You could maybe try to stack it. There's 2 rooms upstairs.
Okay.
And it's like a sitting room and a bedroom. You could probably throw run off the piping down below, throw in a bath upstairs, have it a kind of a suite upstairs, and then you'd have the downstairs 2 bedroom, 1 bath, upstairs 1 bedroom, 1 bath. You could maybe pull that off.
Yeah.
But the rub is, it's a A-frame roof, so you're going to start losing clearance the closer you get to the wall.
Right. I'm looking at. Is that room with like the wood walls, the wood paneling or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you got like a bungalow style roof.
All right. It's got a little dormer. I mean, you might be able to.
Yeah.
Play off that.
Wonder if you could do it on that dormer.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you're certainly welcome to take a look at it.
But is your goal to try to sell this retail to a retail buyer, or are you looking for a cash investor?
It's definitely it's not gonna fly FHA or VA. It needs work. We know that. That's why we discounted it. If he doesn't move it where he needs to, we'll just fix it and go retail in the summer when the tenant leaves.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, if you're going with a 300 sale price, that won't work for an investor at 240 who's going to come in and, spend 40 on it.
Yep. No, he very adamantly said, I said, there's might be an investor that picks it up and wants to buy and hold. You're not going to find too many buy and flips. And he said, he thought, I said, I don't want to market to investors. I was like, well, that's what you're getting, but and the reason is because he doesn't want to get the low ball offers that it would come with that. So.
Yeah. I just don't see.
He doesn't have to sell it. He's just kind of like, hey, it's time.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do some other things. If he doesn't want to dump money into it now and have a tenant in it, and then need to go back and fix some things after tenant leaves. Not that the tenant's great, but. He said, look, if we got to put some money into it, I want to make my money back, and I'll just wait till he leaves.
What's the tenant paying right now?
$13.99.
Okay. Yeah. So my thing is flipping, so I'm looking at it like a flip, but
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, if I can't get a bath, ideally a bath and a half, like a but I mean, you got 1,900 square feet, but it's got to be laid out right, I guess, So. Yeah, so I would need to be quite a bit lower for that to work as a flip.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not your ideal buyer. Yep.
Makes sense. No, I appreciate you having interest, though.
Well, I did want to tell you too, Don, that I'm unrepresented and I do buy all cash. So I'd love to work with you on anything else that comes your way. If you get something else like this and you want to have me take a look at it before you even go on market, I'd love to do that. Whatever you bring me, I'll let you write the offer,
Yeah, that's great. Why don't you shoot me your contact info over, and
okay.
I'll have it.
Yeah, do you run into much distress stuff like this?
Oh yeah, I mean, it runs the gamut, right?
Yeah.
Of course, as you know, flips are tough to find right now, but they're out there.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I'm staying busy with them, but it's definitely making a lot of offers and going after a lot of properties to try to get a good one.
Right.
Yep, but that's the game.
Very good.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking some time with me.
Absolutely. No, sorry I was tied up earlier, but glad we could connect.
Yep, no worries. Thanks, Don. Talk to you soon.
You got it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Do you have a minute to talk about your listing?
Sure.
Okay. Looks like this just came out.
Yep, it just went on the market this morning.
Great. You getting a lot of action, I bet?
We're just doing showings at the open house on Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you're not doing private showings with individuals.
Nope.
Okay.
No, there's no need of that. Nope.
Yeah. So one showing time. Everybody comes at that time if they're interested.
And that's it. I'm done.
Okay. So that's a little unique for me since I'm out of state, but I am interested.
Sure.
I'm actually a flipper. I'm looking at it as a possible flip.
Sure, of course.
And
I don't think it's a good flip though.
Okay.
I have to say,
Why is that?
Well, because it's really not in that bad condition. I mean,
I know.
I mean, you might want to put a kitchen in. It's just cosmetic, really. It might, there might be some mold in the attic. The sellers weren't sure, so there may be a little remediation, but it's not really in terrible condition.
I was thinking refinish the wood floors.
Yeah, well, there's a space in the living room. You can see there's a piece of it missing. Yeah, I mean, the floors could definitely be touched up. I just don't know if there's enough money in it for you.
Yeah.
Because we're at 350. Maybe you could get 4, but I don't know what your margins are. I want to be transparent with you. I'd rather be especially where you're out of state. I'd rather be transparent with you.
I appreciate that. Now you're thinking the back end on it is 4 if it had some things fixed up.
Yeah, I mean the neighborhood's not going to bring you that much more. I mean maybe it'll go over 4, but
reason why I'm thinking it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm thinking that is there's a comp over on Edge Hill that's a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
That's sold for $420. Looks kind of similar.
Yeah. You know what? That's probably where you're at, and I don't know where your margin's at, but definitely needs paint. Definitely needs a spruce up of the kitchen. But it's not. The cabinets probably need replacing.
Okay, I wasn't thinking cabinets.
Yeah, I don't think paint's going to do it on them. I think you might need some new cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge space. I just don't know if it'll bring you enough, especially where you're out of state.
Yeah, have you seen the comp over on Commercial Street, which is kind of a busy road, 1088 Commercial Street?
Yeah, what did that one go for?
That thing crushed it. It came out for sale for $399.9 and closed for $448.
That's high. Yeah, I mean this neighborhood is really good.
It's nice though. It's nice though.
It's cute. It's small. What was the square footage on the one?
Same as yours. It was 988.21, but it's got a little deck. It's got granite. Cabinets look newer. It's
So here's the thing. If you want, I see what happens at the open house. And I'll be as transparent as I can legally with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, I work for the seller, as you know, and I want them to get the most for their money.
Yep.
Why don't I see what comes in for offers, and if it makes sense, if you're looking, I don't know what you're looking, to put in an offer at, or what your thoughts are, but I think it's probably going to go over 350.
Okay.
We priced it to go over. So I mean,
I don't want to waste your time.
Sure.
I can just give you a jingle on Saturday afternoon when I know when I see what's coming in.
That'd be awesome.
And I can I'll just let you know. What's your first name?
Jerry.
All right, Jerry. You might have put that in your text. Just put it in your text and check in with me Saturday afternoon, at 3 or whatever, and I'll let you know where we're at.
Okay, so let me ask you, is there any chance they'd entertain a cash offer before the Saturday open house?
I guess it depends what the cash offer is.
Okay, and by the way, I'm unrepresented, so that you write the offer for me. Are you able to do that?
And that's great. I appreciate that. Obviously I want to get the most.
Sure.
The most for the property. So what are you thinking of for a cash offer?
I mean, I'd like to be around where it's listed, or maybe a little bit under. So you might be right. I might be too low for what retail will pay.
I wouldn't even advise them. I just wouldn't advise them to take it until after the open house. So I just work. I'm very transparent. It doesn't matter if I have both sides.
Yeah.
I want to do what's right for them, and
sure.
I know these people personally, and not that I wouldn't do that on any property, but I am willing to let you know what's happening after the open house on Saturday.
Okay.
Do that for you.
So you don't think it'd be worth calling the seller and just presenting a verbal at ask price?
Nope.
Okay.
I wouldn't even recommend they take it because I know it's going to go over.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it will. I put it my own property on a house in Plymouth, and I already have a way over, cash offer.
Sure.
And I price things appropriately.
Okay. But so then let's do the open house. It means I'm gonna have to compete with retail, so it's probably gonna go out of my price range, but maybe not. I mean, who knows?
But that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean I might have other stuff for you down the road.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm totally willing to work with you on that too.
Anything you get, I'll let you write.
Anything else that's coming?
Yeah.
I totally will do that.
In fact, what would be great, Kimberly, is if you're able to, let me know about it ahead of time. I'll get you my number.
Yeah.
Maybe we work out something, off market or whatever. So
I'm totally cool with that.
Awesome. Okay, well then let's touch base Saturday afternoon, see where you're at, and see if something makes sense.
All right, Terry.
Okay.
That sounds good, and I'll let you know as much as I can.
Okay, awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, Kimberly. Okay, talk to you soon.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
I received a phone call from you. This is Susie Galuzian.
Oh yeah, hi Susie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling back. I'm calling about your listing on Gettysburg.
Yes.
Okay, I'm an investor interested in this property as a possible flip. What can you tell me about it?
I have 6 offers on it. Do you want to write a cash offer?
Yeah, I'm a cash buyer.
Right. And are you willing to go at least $30,000 over the asking price?
That's where it's at right now, $30,000 over list?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Well, I'm looking at comps. I mean, what's this home worth?
Worth what a willing buyer is willing to pay for it.
Well, I know that, but I mean, what? So when I look at homes in the neighborhood, I mean, there are 3 homes that sold right on that street for $275, $272, $268. So is it just no inventory, or I mean, what's?
No, there is no inventory. There is no houses for sale in that neighborhood. And I have 6 people fighting over it.
Yeah. Are these retail or investors?
No, retail.
Retail, yeah. So is the inside pretty clean? There's no pictures?
No, it needs work.
How much work do you think it needs?
It needs it needs floor covering, painting. The kitchen is not updated. It needs work. It's ideal. It's ideal for a flip, but it's really ideal for somebody who wants to live in it and put sweat equity in it.
Yeah. What do you think it's worth fixed up?
I would say around 330.
370?
330, 340.
Oh, 330, 340. Okay. I mean, I see
it's a nice house. It has a pool. It has solar panels. It's 4-bedroom, which is hard to find. So it's a nice starter home.
There's a pretty decent one that sold for $300 on Warren, but it's a 3-bedroom pool, but nicely updated for 300. So
when did it sell?
Well, yeah, I guess that's the question, right? Because it's sold. Yeah, it sold in the fall. So
right.
Yeah. So here we are, 6 months later, and it's worth $30,000, $40,000 more.
That's kind of what the interest rate is doing.
Yeah, low interest rate, no inventory, buyers are dying for houses, and here we are. So wow, that's crazy. It's 30,000 over, so it's already at 300, and it needs work.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it sounds like this is going to a homeowner, not an investor.
Right. I'm so sorry. It's just
yeah, is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, it might not appraise, but that will cross that bridge when the time, when we come to that bridge.
But are those cash offers, those offers you have right now?
I do have a cash offer.
Okay.
It was low, and they didn't even, it's going to be cash for them anyway, so there's really.
Yeah. So what are your investors coming in at? I'm curious. Have you gotten any investor offers, cash investor offers?
I got a cash offer at $250.
$250. Okay. But that was an investor?
Right. What were you going to have? What was your offer going to be?
I was going to be even lower than that. Yeah. Like 210, 215. But I'm guessing on my rehab because I don't see.
10 or 215, I will buy it.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know what the inside's like because there's no picture. So I'm just kind of.
I know, but at 210, actually at 235 or 230, 240, I will buy it and fix it up and turn around and sell it at 340 or 330, and it will go.
Well, you can't. You're the agent. You're not supposed to make all the money. I am.
I'm just saying. I didn't say I did it. I'm just saying I can do it.
I'm just teasing you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm unrepresented.
I sold another one in Clovis, and the seller spent $8,000, and I delivered him $163,000 check.
Why? Because you did.
And he wanted to sell it for $200. I sold it for him for $310.
Yeah.
I told him he needs to spend close to $10,000, and he said, "Go for it." So he fixed just the essentials, and I had 4 or 5 offers on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. If you look at right now for sale, that is, with a pool over in that area, 3-bedroom minimum, there's not one single house except yours for sale. Right? So
I know.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, if you run across something distressed, keep my number. I'm unrepresented, so I'd let you write the offer for me.
And when you flip it, who would sell it?
Well, I'm open to that conversation.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not local, so I don't have, I would need help with that too.
I see. Okay. Where are you from? Where are you calling?
Arizona.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Do you mind sending me, do you have a business card?
Yeah, I'll send you my info.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
But next time, call me before it goes on market so I don't have to compete with homeowners.
I know. I try. Sometimes people take too long to answer.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll go after the next one.
You got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.